Te hablo desde la prisión. Wilson Manyoma. Borbona.
And we're back. What time is it? Let's see. Listen, guys. Ain't even been an hour and 6 minutes late.
An hour and 6 minutes late is better
Than death.
than 2 hours late.
Oh. Yeah. You're right.
And we had some technical difficulties to begin with,
But we're still bringing a show. And we got a special guest. 2 special guests. Producer of the year is back.
yeah.
Mr. Twiz. Shout out Twizzy. Shout out Twizzy.
Hi, guys. Hi.
And of course, the guest, the man of the hour, Mr. Seeker. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Where's my camera? That one?
Yeah, just
Whichever one you want, they're all yours.
stare deep into that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Unless you want us to reorganize the room.
that's right.
We'll reorganize everything.
Another 45 minutes. We'll be back on.
Yeah.
Facts.
What up, Spaz? Yeah, it's some technical difficulties, but listen. What's technical difficulties without technical difficulties?
That's it. So we got Seeker in the house. So, Seeker, for anybody that doesn't know, his Instagram handle is Seeker Does It. That's S33ker. And then there's an underscore, right? DuzIt. Making some of the hardest streetcar videos that are, it's popping on Instagram.
That's a fact.
Every time I see one, I'm like losing my shit. I'm like, this shit is crazy.
It's nice to see people doing that on the East Coast too, because
Yeah.
I feel like it's something that happens more on like those like street shutdowns and shit like that.
A lot in California.
A lot in
Big
California.
Yeah.
But like there's nobody really documenting that shit in New York. And now there's like this slew of like rear wheel drive cars that are being released that people are just, getting their hands on, and they're shutting shit down.
Using that warranty.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, run that shit in
Using
the
that
ground.
warranty.
That's
man.
one of the craziest things that I find. Like even watching your videos, like these dudes are swinging like fucking $60,000, $70,000 cars, like in parking lots with like light poles in them and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Dudes
It's
hanging
nuts.
out the fucking window and shit.
Yeah, nah, that shit looks, that's some movie shit.
It's a rush when you're there. You don't realize it until you're like there, because you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just documenting doing something wrong. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
You're a spectator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
essentially.
pressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're press. I'm here to gather content for a story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, like,
You're basically like your First Amendment right is to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Literally done. So,
yeah, I mean, and, I mentioned to him the other day, I was like, because, I think to myself, because, I've done video work and stuff like that as well. And it's like, you wonder where like, where am I going to get clients? Like, and I feel like you have gotten the perfect niche of what you're doing, like doing car videos and shit like that, because there's a level of like everybody wants their car to be in a dope ass video.
100%.
Who doesn't? So now you have somebody creating super clean, dope content of those cars, not only looking crazy, but they're performing nuts. Like they're doing these wild, and we're gonna get into some, in a little while. But these videos, like they're documenting people doing dope ass shit. Like
Not only that, but the people that can't go, the people that aren't in the streets anymore. When I was young, I used to love a good car meet that ended in like debauchery.
yeah, like chaos, cops like
They
showing
always
up.
do.
And,
Yeah,
They
the best ones
always
do, right? And now that I'm older, it's almost like sinful. I haven't been to like an event. I haven't been to see races. I haven't been to like, I haven't been to anything.
Exactly. The big thing is a car show and meet or races never ends when it's just like, all right, guys, it's getting late.
yeah,
Let's go home.
Yeah.
It never ends like that. It's
No.
always see the cops coming. Everybody. The big thing right now is that people realize when one cop's coming, there's no reason to just run. Everyone just get to your car and go. He's not going to pull everyone over. It's kind of just everybody get in your car and just head to the next spot or go home, depending on how late it is. But that's the real big thing is the cops are always there, but for recently they've been kind of letting us hang out and doing our thing.
And it's funny because it's like that at like street races too. Like cops come and then everybody starts scattering. And it's like, dude, first of all, there's only 2 people racing here, all right?
Exactly.
And everybody else is watching the race. Like, take it easy, get back. That's how people crash and then end up getting stuck there. And then guess who the cops pull up on? The dudes who just crashed.
yeah.
Exactly. It's either that or the 93 Honda that doesn't start.
Yeah,
And everyone's gone and he's just sitting there.
It's so funny.
It's a
I went
nightmare.
one of the first times I ever went to the runs, like illegal street races.
Yeah.
I had just bought an Eclipse. It was a 97. It was like the same generation that Brian drove in the first
of course.
Fast and Furious. It was a gray one.
I remember that shit.
Classic
Yeah.
movie.
And it
Was
was
it a GST? Or
It was a GST. It was not a GSX.
Okay.
I wish if it was a GSX, I should
probably
still have it.
Yeah.
Actually, I blew the motor, so I don't know if I still have it. But I go to the races, and before we go there, we meet up with some friends, and we pull up at this dude's house, and he's like, "Yo, is my boy's gonna come to runs with us?" Blah blah blah. And what does he have? He's got an EF, like an 89 or something like that, with a big, massive like eBay turbo hanging right out the fucking hood. No hood, excuse me, hanging right outside the like engine bay, like just upside down manifold. You know, cut it, welded like a T4 flange on it, threw a turbo on it, and just like shitty intercooler piping. We go to the races. The cops come. We're getting ready to leave. This guy decides that he's fast enough to run. When he wasn't even racing, but he just leaves like an animal. He gets like halfway down the street and his car just shuts down. When he could have just like drove away slowly and gotten away.
Oh my! Did they stop him?
Yeah, 100%. They took his car.
They didn't
Oh
need to.
my
He stopped
God.
himself.
Yeah, right. They just rolled up on him like, "Hey, you need a tow?
Yeah.
right.
And won't you step out?"
I can imagine it's different though for the people who are in the parking lots, like doing the shows, swinging their cars, doing donuts or figure eights, or whatever the case may be, because you're in a parking lot, so you're not in a street, right? So it's not like really the same laws.
If it is private property, you can't get a reckless driving ticket. Reckless driving is only for public roads.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
when you're in a Stop and Shop parking lot, that's Stop and Shop's parking lot. That's Home Depot's parking lot, right?
The cop literally doesn't really have much of a ticket to give you if it's private
Oh,
property.
get out of here! Okay, even if it's without the consent of the owner of the property.
They would have to have an affidavit on file for your name.
Oh yeah, they would have to be looking for you specifically.
Yeah.
Because it would be like crimes against property or
Yeah,
something.
because a company can't just write an affidavit and go, anybody who looks like they're spinning around a pole. Like, no, it has to be names. Like, there has to be names on
true.
an affidavit. So technically when the cops come, they don't need to leave. They could tell us to leave, like, oh, you're trespassing, but they got to tell us we're trespassing, and then we leave.
Yeah.
But they can't really give tickets out. You could be spitting in front of the cop. It's kind of, can't really give you a ticket for it.
But can he stop you though?
They could definitely stop you from doing it, or else people will keep doing it when the cops come.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
They'll try, and they might make something up or smell this. They see
Yeah,
that,
smell
you know,
that,
you know,
see this, heard that.
Yeah, heard that.
And Spaz just said public endangerment, though. So listen, if they come in, they could make something up for anybody.
Yeah, public endangerment.
Just
but if
don't
you're
be
on
doing
private
nothing.
property, I don't know how that works.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Public
that's
endangerment
tricky.
on private property, it's
I don't know how that works, but I want to get into I want to go a little further back before we start talking about the videos. What were you always? You were always in the cars?
always in the cars. Yes, 100%. First car was a.
That was my question.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was the
yeah.
question.
My
That's the
first
question.
car was like a '92 Geo Metro.
Oh,
I used
nice.
to neutral drop that thing, bro. I used to neutral drop that thing all the time.
Yeah, that
Matt-
Geo.
Yeah.
Them things was
neutral
unbreakable,
drop.
man.
That thing was like, you remember,
Yeah.
it was like the size of like a Suzuki,
like-
like
yeah, it was so
Samurai.
small.
They were small,
It
like
was
little,
so
like
small.
subsized SUVs. They were like even more than
Yeah,
subsized.
it was like smaller than the Corolla of that year.
Yeah, they were
Like,
tiny.
it
They
was
were like
really
trucks.
tiny.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. The Geo Metro was like comparable to the.
I think I
Corolla.
remember that shit.
You'd look at it and you would think it was a Corolla. If you glimpsed it real quick,
Yeah.
you'd think it was
Like,
a
it was
Corolla.
black too, so it was just like.
Was it all wheel drive? No, front wheel drive.
Yeah, was it?
It was front wheel drive.
Oh, I thought they made them
that-
4x4.
No, wasn't.
No.
Wasn't the Geo Metro like a 3-cylinder or something like that? Am I bugging?
I'm not. I'd never even popped the hood, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I think
lie.
so.
There,
What'd
was,
you-
there was no engine work done to it.
He just told you he was
shit
neutral
was
driving it,
I
bro.
was neutral driving it. That tranny gave out real quick, man.
I bet,
that
bro.
tranny gave out real quick.
So what came after the?
Right after that is when I got my 94 Z28. I did 94 Camaro. I
Oh,
loved that.
sick.
T-tops, loved it. Got a lot of good stories. And then after that,
What generation is that? Sorry,
That's the one.
is that the Bumblebee generation?
No. 94. We're talking about.
Oh,
the
no,
ones-
Nah,
That's a
Bumblebee
new
didn't come till
Camaro.
years later. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bumblebee's
yeah.
like a
We're
2011.
talking about the ones like
No,
the
he
pointy,
had
the pointy kind of front end where like the headlights had a shelf.
Yeah,
kind
well,
of.
but before he was that new Camaro, he was another Camaro, and he transformed into that one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was a different generation Camaro. Then he turned into a new Camaro. He was like a beat up Camaro. They found him in the junkyard, and then he turned into. I don't want anybody to think I'm getting confused with my generations
Yeah,
of
I was gonna
Camaros.
say. I
right?
was like, hey man, listen.
I know. I'm not a big.
Even Justin knew you were wrong.
No.
And I don't know shit.
I'm not like a big USDM guy, but I know that the new Bumblebee ain't the same as. I'm just trying.
So you're not talking about Shia LaBeouf Bumblebee?
No, he is, but apparently that old Camaro turned into like a newer Camaro.
Yeah, in the
Oh yeah,
movie.
it got wrecked.
when-
It got wrecked or something like that.
when
Yeah.
The Transformer went into it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it got wrecked. The original one got wrecked, and then he was like bummed out or something like that. I believe, if memory serves me correctly. And then
Sound like you know.
yeah, and then it like transformed. Nah, listen.
If memory.
Just do it.
Yeah, Shiloh. Okay, so go ahead. You had the T-top Camaro.
The biggest thing.
That's hilarious.
I blew the spider gears in the rear end. I blew the spider gears in the rear end doing a 180, and then realized I don't have USDM money. I was young. I don't have Camaro money.
Was it posi rare?
Yeah, no. No, it was, yeah, and it just, my mechanic said he opened up the transfer case and everything just fell out. He was like,
So you know you're having a good time.
yeah, and so I got rid of that, and then Hondas from then on out. I had a 91 EF 4-speed.
That's
4-speed.
I had one too.
What which
Yeah, I had one too.
what body style?
The 90 is not the one that has
No,
the
not
V-
which body style's the EF. Did you have a coupe? Did you
I
have
had a
a
hatchback.
Oh, fire.
Oh, love me a hatchback.
What color?
Let me have that baby blue.
Oh, I knew that
baby-
was my
The
favorite
baby
color
blue,
on
the
the
blue
EF.
interior, because it was a 4-speed and it wasn't even a DX.
Yeah.
it was just the regular one.
So no
It was
sunroof, no nothing?
sunroof, no nothing.
Did you have Did you have the roll up windows?
Yep, roller windows. I replaced the whole interior with SI interior. So I had
That's
black
fire.
seats. I took the dashboard out.
Wait.
Replaced the dashboard. Steering
You wanna know something crazy?
What?
I had a 91 EF. It was red, 4-speed, Canadian base model, so it had no side view mirror on the left hand side because you don't need it. I bought a motor, and I actually bought a whole car. It was a LS swap, cable transmission, and it had SI interior in it for like $600 from some guy in CI.
And then
I'm sitting here thinking like I may have known who because
I'm thinking. I was like, who
You
sold
know
me
what's
never
this?
crazy?
did the
No, you know
LS
what's
ever go
crazy?
to car?
Plot twist. Imagine you sold it to me.
if it
Wanna
did you ever sell an LS to a guy in Brentwood?
no.
Okay, no.
Definitely not an LS.
It was a blue EF shell. The title was messed up, but I just wanted the motor at the time, and it had SI interior in it, and I never swapped it over. I ended up selling the shell.
That's so weird because mine had a title issue. There was a lien on the car.
You
That
guys
wasn't from me.
definitely- you
But
definitely
I didn't
bought
have. I
his.
definitely didn't have an LS. And I'll tell you that much.
No VTEC? You had VTEC?
Definitely.
Yeah, it was LS VTEC.
Yeah,
Bro,
mine
it
was not. It was.
It was a full swap.
Single jingle?
Single jingle.
single jingle, baby.
Yeah.
Nah, but that EF hatchback is classic. I just want to
Yeah,
say.
I had that, and then went to a '94 4-door EK.
Okay.
No, '96 4-door EK, and then I started like getting into cars. Then I bought a '99 Civic Si, red. Love that car.
That's sick.
Got rid of that car. 2008 Civic Si 4-door. Love that car. 2004 Subaru Forester STI swap. 22 pounds of boost.
Hold on. Don't go too far past the Forester because I wanted to ask you about the Forester.
The Forester was fun.
I wanted to ask you about the
Forester
Forester because I seen like an inside view of the car and I seen you had like an access port
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't see like too much. I just seen the interior, I seen the aftermarket steering wheel, I seen an access port. But access port usually equal fun. Like anybody who's like,
Oh, yeah,
you know, not anybody, but a lot of times it means aftermarket. Like, you know, there's something
Yeah.
going on with the car that they needed to buy this.
Yeah, we took off the. It came. I bought it and didn't have to do much to it. Forester is one of my like cars where. Funny story with the Forester. I've always loved them. I love Subarus, but I've always been that kind of off kilter. Like, I like the Forester. I like CTSV wagons. I
Okay.
like the like second or third choice that like people would have. I like the weird cars. The thing was we took up the top mount. We made a front mount. So we had a big Cobb intercooler on the front. I cut the bumper with a Sawzall just so you could see.
Just to fit
the
it?
big Cobb
Oh, just
thing.
to see
yeah,
it?
just so you could see the whole Cobb thing. Stock STI turbo, 22 pounds of boost. It's ultimate downfall. It's not supposed to make past like 14.
I was just gonna
It's not
say,
supposed to make
how
past
long does
14.
that turbo last on
Yeah,
22
sheesh.
pounds?
Not much. Not very well. There was a tune on it from a guy in Connecticut that I just rocked with because it was fun.
There's no
snow.
gate.
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah, but it was, dude. That car was so fun.
I can imagine. It was probably fun for like 4 weeks before the fucking
it
turbo
was good
blew
for-
up.
It was good for about 10 months, and most of it was
damn.
like the winter, because the winter I'm not trying to beat on it. It's great in the snow. That's the best car. I've driven MDXs, RDXs. That Super Forcer was the best car I've ever had in the snow.
Yeah.
Hands down. Remember like 2-3 years, probably like 4 years ago, 2020 kind of just.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird when you try and think.
Yeah,
like
you
4
skip
years
that. It's
ago.
like it's like a fucking leap year.
Yeah, it was like 2018.
That shit just goes away. Yeah.
It was like 2018, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna get like some flurries," and we ended up getting like 2.5 feet, like out of nowhere, like around like
it was
trying to
crazy.
leave for work. And I was all the way out in like Glen Cove, and it was like snow, and I literally drove down roads that were not even touched, and it was like 2 feet on the ground, and this thing's just driving.
Just
and it was
ripping?
stick too, 5 speed. And it was great. Such a good car.
That
Yeah,
shit's
the
fun.
Subarus.
I love a good all-wheel drive car. Like,
Yo, I thought for the longest time when I was growing up that Subarus were Australian cars.
Oh, yeah.
That's word. That's word
That's
to
mad
everything,
funny.
bro. I came up thinking that it's Subaru Outback. I thought that shit was an Australian whip.
when
My
I,
Outback Steakhouse.
when I was in high
Yeah,
school,
backstage.
Shrimp
No,
on
you're
the
right.
barbie.
Shrimp on the ball.
Yeah. I don't think Outback's Australian either. But
Nah, yo, it's not. That's the crazy part. It's not.
nah, I didn't think it was.
it's definitely
That's
not.
some American shit.
So why they got the
It's
Australian
definitely
guy?
American.
Yeah,
That's the racist
that's the
shit.
whole thing.
Hold
They
on. So
do.
you guys want to know a quick Twizzy
So
fact?
he's about to hit us with the
Let's hear it.
with the Outback Steakhouse lore.
So check it out. So what happened was
Hit it.
two gentlemen went to Australia. They were so enamored with like the Australian shrimp on the barbie and their chops and steak and stuff
cuisine.
like that. Yeah, their cuisine essentially. That they brought it back to America. They commercialized it. They came up with a plan, a business, and then that turned into Outback Steakhouse. And that's what it is today.
Get out of here, bro.
Also, Bloomin' Onions the GOAT FTW.
No, it really is.
Yeah, 100% blue.
A little greasy, but sometimes.
Damn, this guy just dead ass schooled me on some shit about Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, and shout out Ray Figs in the chat. You heard?
I love. This is kind of. It was a while ago, but Spaz said something funny. He was like, "I understand the desire to go fast in a Geo Metro, dude. No matter what anybody's first car, my first car was a Ford Escape. I was telling you earlier, nobody ever drove a Ford Escape the way I've driven it. Even till this day, anybody out there with a Ford Escape, my shit was like a 2002. You're not driving it as hard as I was driving mine. I popped 3 engines in that thing before I got rid of it. Just driving like an animal. I remember I had subs in the back, and I used to just listen to like Bass Hunter and just like I used to put the pedal to the floor everywhere I went. I had
You was
neon
listening to
lights.
Aventura in
I
there.
had neon
Everything
lights.
rattling.
Yeah, I had neon lights on the inside. I had black lights on the inside. It was a dangerous automobile to get into.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Aventura everywhere.
We've told the
Yeah.
story of that car in the
Yeah,
past.
I don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah.
What was my first car? You know my first car. My first car was a
Was that the blue,
a blue Buick Regal, 1986.
That baby
Nice.
blue. Yeah,
I
that's
drove
the same
that
thing we
baby
had,
for a
blue
long
Civic.
time. Drove that baby for a long time,
Yeah,
like
Regals
from
are
like
lit.
20. I was from when I was 15 years old till I was like 20. I drove that car.
Yeah. I remember that
bench
one.
sheet in the front.
Yeah, bench seat, bro. All that shit. Yo, my seat, the driver's seat and the passenger seat both had ashtrays in the back
That's fire.
for like the people in the back seat.
Yeah.
so they could ash a
Take a
cigarette
smoke.
back.
Let me ask you a question. Did you like lean back in that shit? Because I know we got one adjustment on this seat. So if you're leaned, that means I have to be leaned too.
No, there was no leaning.
No.
Oh, it was fixed?
Yeah, it was fixed. You could drop it forward so people could get in the back, but that was as far as it went. And everybody was doing the same thing. If I needed to reach the gas pedal, you getting closer to the dash. If I get closer to the dash, we all get closer to the dash. All right? Who's coming with me? 'Cause that's it.
Hold on, time out.
That's so funny.
Coast Life Live said we got into an accident in that car.
Damn, now you got to tell the
You
story.
want to tell the story about that?
Oh my God, we did get into an accident in that car. Wow. And I remember, it's so funny. We get into, I think it was, did she rear end me or I rear ended her? I like tapped this lady's car. I remember. Damn, he was in my car. Holy shit. So this dumpy ass lady gets out the car. So automatically I'm annoyed. So she gets out.
Why are you fat?
Yeah, so she gets out the car and I'm like, what
You
the hell?
hit me because you were eating,
Yeah.
weren't you?
She gets out of the car and I'm like, are you all right? She's like, no, I'm not all right. And shit, yo, when I go to get out of the car, nobody's hurt. It was the most nothing. It was one of them things where you were like, did I hit the curb? Like, yeah, it was like, you know. So when I get out of the car, I slam the car door and I slam my own finger in the car door. And my top of my finger, I got a scar right here. You can see it. Top of my finger just rips open. And I'm just bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, this dumbass lady. I was like, I got to stop here. So I'm holding my hand like this. So I'm pissed at this lady. And at the same time, I got to ask her for a tissue. I was so mad. I'm like, this lady just on my whip. I was like, And I slammed my hand in the car and I'm like,
Coast Life said you tapped her.
I'm like, you got a napkin? And she's like, yeah. It gives me like a tissue while she's all mad at me and I hate her.
She hands me
You
a
know?
maxi pad.
So then, so I tapped into her. And then I remember I get back in the car. She's like, whatever, we exchange information. She wants to do the whole thing. She leaves. I get in the car and I'm like, I can't believe this lady. Like, and I remember Coast says, yeah, look at her. She got out of the car looking all shitty. And I remember that's burned in my brain. That's exactly what he said. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't believe that. It was terrible.
So did you get into Subarus direct, like in that era where it was like Subaru versus Mitsubishi?
You don't care
Because I
about my
remember like 2006, 2007. I care about your story, Justin. It's called The Transition.
You don't care about
I don't want to sit on it, you know?
I care about.
I was okay. Everybody was okay.
Everybody was like, how's your finger?
Did you get stitches?
No, I should have. This thing's mangled.
All right, so 2006, 2007, right?
Yeah.
There was like, that's when like, you know, I feel like that was like the peak of like that STI versus Evo, like time,
I agree.
right?
Most definitely.
That's what sparked my interest, but that's not when I got it. I got mine like 2016.
Okay.
2016 is when I got it. But no, that's, you know, when you come up in the car world, it's kind of me. It wasn't like JDM or UST. It was, if it went fast, I wanted to see it go fast. I grew up, the Dodge Viper was my favorite car, still is. I would love to have a Dodge Viper.
The sick cars.
I think we went to a couple of Scholastic book fairs, and I think you got a Viper poster,
yeah.
and I got a Lamborghini poster.
They're sick cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no Regal posters there.
They're cool cars to die in, you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. 100%.
Wait, quick question. Is it not still like a WRX versus like Evo? Did that beef die out? Like,
Well, they're both just not really that. Go ahead.
It died out because they don't make the Evos anymore. And Subaru announced this year that there are no more STIs until they make a electric platform.
They were gonna make an STI. Wow. Said they were gonna make an STI, and then
Then they were like,
they pulled back on it. They were like, you remember that STI we told you we were gonna make this
Yeah.
year? We're not gonna do it. No more STI.
exactly. And they said it in
Yeah.
Australian. They're like, oi, oi.
But they
No more STIs.
no more STIs. But they do have a STI FRS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're really looking for like, I don't know, I don't like
they're
those
trying to
cars.
sell that platform.
Yeah,
They're
but
trying to
apparently
sell it.
they are going to just,
Those were cool cars to watch.
it's just
The
all
FRS?
electric now. Everyone's trying to do electric now.
I guess it's cool. I don't really, honestly, I was never like a too big of an STI fan. I like the STIs. I like them from like the bug eyes up.
Yeah.
I think they're cool cars, but I was just always afraid of people talking to me about like how bad the transmissions were. And like, I know if I'm going to get an all-wheel drive car, like I'm going to want to launch this thing.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I don't want anything to break. But I will tell you one thing. I never owned, the S5 is the first all-wheel drive car I owned. I went from owning the Eclipse, from the Escape to the Eclipse to a Mazda Speed 3 that I dumped all my money and like, you know, heart and my soul, my everything. I love that car. And I don't have it anymore. But and then I bought the S5, so I never had an all-wheel drive car. But the second I got into this car, I was like, I'm gonna launch this shit because that's like that's why people buy all-wheel drive cars. Snow drifting,
True.
and fucking hard launches.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm being honest with you, not me.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. Now, this might sound like a sucker question,
We'll let you know.
but I don't know things. What the hell is the difference between all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive? Like the 4x4 versus the all-wheel
4x4
drive.
versus all-wheel drive, because I'm pretty sure four-wheel drive is all-wheel drive, and then there's 4x4, and then there's
Like, what's the difference between your Audi and my Jeep?
right?
I don't know too much because
Like,
when it comes to like 4x4s and like trucks, I've never been one to have a truck or anything like that. So I really don't know as far as the 4x4.
I'll pick you up when the apocalypse comes. Don't
I
worry.
think the difference is, and Twiz is gonna look it up and tell us.
Oh, I got it.
You already
Whenever
know.
y'all ready.
I think all-wheel drive is always on. 4x4 when it's not on. So I'll give you like a quick like demonstration, like with my hands or whatever. There's like the transmission, right? And then there's a transfer case that has like a stick connected to it. That stick connects to another thing at the end, the differential, and it makes both tires in the back spin. So all four tires spin. On a 4x4, you can disengage that and just turn the front ones on. This is I think. So it's going to prove
That's
me.
definitely one of the differences, I think.
All-wheel drive cars, they're all-wheel drives all the time. And I think the ratio is different. On all-wheel drive cars, it's not a 50-50 from front to back. On four-wheel drive cars, the diff locks, and like I don't think the diff always locks. I think you could. Some cars have locking diffs and some don't. But it's still even.
It's
proportional
designed
across.
to evenly proportion.
Yeah. Now, Twist, tell us what the real thing is.
Well, first I was gonna say what he said was my original answer, which I still believe to be true. But it says here, all-wheel drive refers to a system where all four wheels can gain traction independently of each other. The difference between all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is that all-wheel drive is typically always on, while you have the ability to toggle between having four-wheel drive on and off. Four-wheel drive is an addition you'll usually find on a truck, while all-wheel drive is more for cars or SUVs. Meanwhile, four-wheel drive, or 4WD, is meant for heavy-duty hauling and other work activities, which is why you'll typically find it on a truck. You've usually got two four-wheel drive options. Four-wheel
four
drive
high,
low
four
for
low.
those. Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm getting a mustache ride tonight. I was right.
You know,
Nice, man. I owe you one.
Yeah. I'll take a rain check. But
That's interesting.
yeah. So what happened to the Subaru? Did the turbo blow up, or did it even better? The turbo blew up and then it sucked it into the motor.
I started blowing white smoke. I started getting really afraid. And I'm like, all right, I think something's going on.
The seals in the turbo,
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. Then I started getting a misfire. And so I'm like, all right, let's change the coil pack. Let's cross our fingers and let's hope that was it. It wasn't it. Next, I'm saying I got to get a compression test. I just refused to do it. I refused to realize that my baby was gone.
When you get a compression test, that's going to tell you
I literally, I was
either
like,
it's popped or not.
I was like, I'm gonna send a piston through the rim. You know, I'm going to. But so I ended up selling it to somebody in my complex for cheaper than what I bought it for, but still got some good money. And then, after that, it was like, I need something new, like something newer, something with a warranty. I'm getting older now, but still something to have fun. And that's when I bought my Acura, my ILX A-Spec, 2017. But
Those cars really, I feel like when they came out, people didn't realize it, and then some people started finding them and slamming them, and
that's next.
All the aftermarket support came for them. Before we get into your current car, I was going to say earlier, excuse me, that that's what would happen to my Mazda, and I wasn't at 22 pounds. I was at like 19 pounds. You know, occasionally you would like spike and go to 20 pounds, and those would be the good, like, oh man, I would see it on my access port. Yeah. But same thing started happening to me. I started blowing the seals in the turbo, and then I put like a smaller banjo bolt fitting, so it like sucked less oil in to try to like, you know, because that's like one of the things that they do. I'm like, I'm gonna get a smaller bolt here, which is like there's like a bolt that goes to the turbo and it feeds oil to it. I just got one with a smaller hole because I was sucking too much oil through it, and then it was pulling it through the exhaust. It was blowing, and so I'm just blowing smoke out the exhaust. I was like, instead of fixing this or turning it down, I'm just gonna restrict the amount of oil this thing gets.
That was easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna restrict the amount of oil this is, and I'm gonna fucking up the idle a little bit. So I won't have this problem. But the guy I sold it to ended up the turbo ended up going. He changed up everything of it. Now it's a totally different color.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love those because the Mazda Speed 3s are good. They're nice cars, man.
They were cool cars. You know what? I think that anybody could have fun in like any 4-cylinder turbo.
100%.
Like if you get a car, whether like no matter what car it is, I seen you shot one of the new Type R's, and while I'm not like the biggest fan of them, actually I like them. I do like them because I think they're modern, and I don't think they're overpriced. Not like the fucking Supra. Supra's a cool car too. It's just really expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
But
2JZ.
I like the new one. You don't even get you don't even get Toyota motor. You get a fucking
you get a BMW motor.
You get that BMW
motor.
Yo, somebody told me that and I didn't believe him. They're like, yo,
not just the motor. You even get the BMW chime when you open the door and everything. It's like,
that's weird. That's like the SRT4s. SRT4s are a Mitsubishi engine.
Yeah, it was a
wow.
Yeah. Dodge doesn't make 4 cylinders.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Dude,
Eagle 2 Talon. Those are 4G63s.
Hey, those DSMs, man.
Yep.
Ooh, boy.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah, Eagle was a
sleep on those Eagle
4G63.
Talons. You see, like, I have an Eagle Talon. It's like, all right, let me see it.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, stop. Do not fuck around if one of them shits pull up and it's on 4 slicks. Because that thing's about to fucking buggy.
It's on 4
that
slicks
thing's
and
just as fast as any Evo
4 slicks
or
and a hood exhaust.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
what is that?
Do not fuck around with those things because they go fucking fast. Damn, I was just gonna. I totally lost my
Type
train.
Rs.
Yeah, the Type R's are cool. The Supras. One thing I will say about BMW getting involved in like JDM or like German engineering getting involved with like Japanese like cars. the quality of the interior, I think, is stepped up like no other like Japanese cars. Because one of the things I don't like about Japanese cars, whether it be like an expensive like fucking Highlander or whatever the case may be, it's like there's a lot of plastic in them shits. As opposed to when you get into like a German car where like everything is like covered in something, whether it be like a pleather or something like that, it's not necessarily plastic. That was one of the things I had an issue with. I mean, it was a cheap car anyways in hindsight, the Speed 3, but like everything was plastic inside of it.
Yeah.
When-
You need that like Alcantara or like the something,
Dude.
suede, something. Give me something
Alcantara,
cheap.
yeah, Alcantara would have been
Something
sick.
cheap.
But listen, I would have settled for like microfiber, like you know,
A cloth.
yeah, I would have settled for something that's not like because plastic wears.
Yeah.
Alcantara is cool too on like a dashboard on a seat, not on a steering wheel. I don't know why cars do that shit because it wears and then it looks like shit when it does wear down, unless you want to drive with gloves on.
That was a steering wheel that had in the Subaru. The key steering wheel. It was like an Alcantara.
I seen there was a key steering wheel too.
And they're holding it like this.
You gotta have, you gotta drive that thing with gloves on. First of all, it's a very expensive steering wheel.
Yeah, it was very expensive.
What kind of what quick release did you have?
NRG.
NRG.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the whole floor pan of that Forester, same as the STI. I had STI seats in it.
That's sick.
And the heat worked.
Yeah.
Same plug. Literally, it's the same
Right.
hub, the same hub for an STI.
You had AC?
Yeah, but like,
I'm wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all my cars.
I know I'm
barely,
pushing my
besides
luck.
The new one. Besides my new car, all my cars like barely had AC.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
Seeker saw my face when he said he's like the heat work. I said, I like lit up. I was like,
And he
worked
would have
great.
said the
He
AC.
worked great.
The AC compressor stayed in that STI it was attached to.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't-
On my 99 SI, I had no power steering, no nothing.
I was.
I love that.
Yeah,
feeling.
It didn't come. It
Such
didn't
a
come
good
with it,
feeling.
right?
No.
Or did you take it
the
off?
SIs did.
Oh, the SIs did.
Yeah, we took it out.
so the 99 SI, that was considered an EM1, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 2001 and up was when they changed the body style was EM2 considered.
The EP3 was the SI, but the EM2 was the two-door.
Got it.
The EP3 was the hatchback. That
Got
weird.
it.
That, like,
Your
weird
EF
body.
came with power steering.
The EF, no.
Oh, okay, that's what I
Yeah,
thought
no
you were
power
saying.
steering.
That's what I was talking about
my
earlier.
99 SI.
Oh,
like,
okay, okay.
The EK. Yeah, it was no power steering. AC. It went on, but there was a big hole. I probably should have ripped that out too. But yeah, that car was because it was just a B16, but it was intake, headers, exhaust, 3-inch exhaust. You know, for the time.
Those are cool
time,
fucking
yeah.
cars. Like having a B in general, no matter which one you had, was like a cool. Like
Especially
having
with
a
SI.
dual overhead cam, like just not having a single.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
basically had a race car.
Yeah.
You were L guy.
Yeah.
If you pulled up to the runs and you had a little B
Yeah.
series, you was L guy. People was like, oh,
100%.
Yeah,
he's ready to make money.
My friend Kyle in 2006, we did our first swap. He had a 93 hatchback, and we put a B18 Type R shipped from Japan to his house, like
That's
in a crate.
fire.
We were so happy, bro. You've never seen people more happy in their life, especially kids. You know, we're like 18,
Yeah.
Yeah.
17, 18.
Dude, I remember going to car meets and like seeing like so you would see the red valve cover sometimes
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and you look at the motor and you're like that ain't it.
That's a LS.
And then you get close, but when you see that when you see the red valve cover, you get up to it and you see B18, it's like
Yeah,
this is a real one.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a real one.
That car, oh man, he used to rip so hard, man.
Dude.
Because you have like, all right, it's like 200 horsepower, 210 horsepower. Yeah, but you have a car that weighs like 1,500 pounds, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a go-kart.
Facts.
Damn go-kart.
Dude, and you could just beat the piss out of them.
Just redline it the whole way.
My boy had an EF with a B20 in it, and we used to just take turns driving it down the street. Just who could beat it down harder. I'm talking about leaving at like this thing had no rev limiter either, so
Yeah, yeah.
you have to switch gears. So you're just leaving at like 6,000 RPMs and just trying to make it down the street, you know, faster than the guy before you, which didn't make any sense. Nobody was timing anybody.
Exactly. Oh,
Oh man, the
love
good
it.
old days. But I want to transition into what you're doing now, and
Correct.
go ahead,
That's,
Jay. Keep us on the
Yeah, I
rails
wanted
because
to.
I could talk about.
I wanted to let you guys. I want to let you guys run because I'm telling
It's all
you.
get crazy, baby.
I'm telling you what.
I didn't even tell my stories. You know what I'm
You
saying?
want to get me to shut the hell up? Talk about some shit like cars I don't know shit about.
Hold on, real quick before we get into that. I just want to catch up on the chat real quick because Tom says, he says, you saying you didn't like my Cobalt? I'm pretty sure them seats were plastic. No, I liked your Cobalt. Your Cobalt was a great car.
Wait, was it an SS?
Of course.
Oh, I'm just making sure.
Yo, my man had like a couple of them too. He didn't just have one. He was like in the. All right, so
He was in the scene.
Certain cars, they have like not just certain cars. All cars have like a sub community of other people who have that car.
oh yeah, of course.
Every single car. So wherever, if like the Mazda people, they have like the Nader group. And they'll have like local chapters in every state where you could go to and like ask people about like stuff for your car, ask them, you know, like, oh, what'd you do? Kind of copy people's build lists or see how people build things in general. And like, oh, yo, is this sound normal?
Yeah.
Because odds are like if something's going on with your car, like somebody else had that issue as well.
Oh, 100%.
So like I feel like Tom at the time was like in like the Cobalt community. I remember going to a party at his house and there was just like 12 Cobalts outside. There was just like ones with like big intercoolers, ones with like, you know, stock, ones with big tires, regular tires. And I was just like, and at the time I had, I don't remember what I had. My boy had a Z. We were like just getting into cars. We were just getting out of like car audio and getting into like going fast.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so no, Tom, I loved your Cobalt. It was great. But go ahead. I want to hear how you transitioned into like documenting like you going out and like being in the car scene.
My first thing was, I thought it was normal for like people to hear music and make videos in their head all day long. Like I would hear a song and I'd be making my own rap video in my head or making my own car video in my head for any song. Like I'm just driving and like, you know, you drive and you zone and you're thinking. I'm like thinking of like, oh, when he said this, you switch here, or there's a car here, or a car's doing this. And that's just all I did all the time. Literally. Since I've 16, 15, 14, whenever I started getting into cars, that's kind of where everything came in. I love music, all different types of music. I love all different types of cars. And that's kind of how everything started. Like I said, I thought it was normal. I thought it was what everybody did. Like literally just all the time.
I like that.
All
I like
the time.
that.
That's all I would do is think of like it was either a rap video with a car in it, just a rap video, or just a car video all the time, just going through random things. So when me and my girl broke up about 7 months ago, I was like, I'm not going to sit in the house. It's not going to happen. So I got back into it because I got out of the car scene and we were together. Not out of the car scene. I still had nice cars and like doing things on the road, but I didn't like go to like the underground meets and stuff like that. I'd go to like planned ones and stuff like that. Maybe I'd go here, go there.
You're a clean culture, but you're
yeah.
not going to DPA. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. I'm not going back to DPA.
No active pursuit.
Yeah, no, exactly. 100%.
DPA, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know it was a throwback reference,
yeah.
but it was just like, it was the easiest one to think of.
So, and that's when I was like, I started just getting back into the scene. I like Googled on Instagram, like, oh, what are the car kids doing these days? You know, what are the young kids doing?
Right.
And I went to my first meet in Melville, like literally January 2nd was my first car post, besides me taking pictures of my own car. But that's just, you get a new car, you're taking pictures of it, you're going here, you're going there. I met up with a kid, Zach, who has a blue Mustang, and I took a video of his car, and he was like, it's fresh. And I was like, oh, maybe I can like get back into this, and just started making short videos, a lot of reels. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I started where I was like, I'm just going to put out, I average 20 videos a month. I put out. Either it's a reel. There's been days where I put 4 out in the same day. If there's nothing happening, it's hard for me to make content. But now I'm getting like hit up to make content. So the biggest thing was I watched the 6ix9ine documentary. And his, I know it sounds stupid.
No.
Go ahead, go ahead, bro.
His just in your face. I don't care if you like it. If you don't like it, I'm just going to put myself out there until you either recognize me or don't recognize me. And that's where it all started. I was just putting out everything.
Like you can't ignore me.
Yeah,
Even if you don't like what I'm doing, you see that I'm
exactly.
here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like what Mike
exactly.
Tyson said, I'm going to fuck you till you love me.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't, did I cross the line? I saw it. Did I say something weird? I apologize.
Nah, you good.
No, you're good. Hey, Justin. Yeah, so no, but that's literally what made me do it. Like it was like, no, I'm just gonna put stuff out and just keep putting stuff out, because there's guys where they're taking videos and they're taking pictures. The meet's on a Saturday, Tuesday they're posting everything, Wednesday they're posting everything. When I got home 2:00 in the morning, I got a video out. I'm doing it quick.
That's fire.
Because I'd rather, yours may be better when it's all said and done. You either put on your Apple and you were going through whatever and you were making this whole big thing. You're on Adobe and you're paying for all this. I literally did everything from my phone. Still mostly do. But that's the biggest thing, is I wanted to be the first one. I wanted people to see my video, like my video. Now, granted, and hypothetical, I'd rather it get 1 million views before yours even gets seen. Yours may be better, but the wave's already crashed.
Yeah, and if it's not out, then it doesn't matter.
Wow.
That's exactly like literally. Now, granted, with me recently going to so many shows, I'm getting a little backed up. I need a PA. If anyone's interested, I need a personal
Yeah.
assistant. Like I do, just to like upload things.
We're
for
taking
me.
resumes.
Yeah. But that was my original thought process. I want to put something out the same day. 6ix9ine got out of jail. What did he do? He had a music video out the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about.
It's crazy
Gotta be
because like
relevant.
you're posting the video at the same time that the people that were at the meet are on their way home.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like that's, or they're talking about it. They're still hyped up from the meet. You go on Seeker's page, you might see your own car.
Yeah, on
You
your
know,
way home.
yeah, on
the
your
way-
way home.
that's fire.
Or when you got home, you're in your bed, like doing your last scroll, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Damn, here's my
Or
video."
you'll wake up to it.
You know,
100% you'll wake
Not-
up to it.
Yeah, see, how many people probably like they go to the meet and then they like look at the phone and they're falling asleep and they're like,
Yeah.
they're like roll over
And
satisfied.
it's not even the people that were there either. The people who know about it but don't go to it. They're looking for what happened.
Exactly.
They get
That
to
happens
catch
a
up.
lot. I watch a lot of my 80% of my YouTube is like automotive shit, and I watch a lot of like street races. So I'll see the people online. I follow them on Instagram, and I'll see that they're racing that night. But you don't get to see the race. You know, the race is like. And some people, they're like, oh, same thing you said. The race is on Sunday, but the video don't come out till Wednesday. No, motherfucker. I'm going on YouTube and I'm typing in X car versus Y car, and I'm seeing what was uploaded within the last day or two.
100%.
And if you're looking for meets like that, if you're looking for like the way he's doing it, his videos are going to come up, and they're going to be what I'm looking for.
exactly. And then you're gonna follow.
Yeah, and I
then
think
you're
your
gonna
edits are
check it
clean.
out.
I don't think,
Yeah.
I don't think they're like any like sub quality in comparison to any
yeah.
of the other
Agreed.
stuff.
When
watch.
I started making videos, I had a regular just public account. It was 600 followers, I think, and then that was January 2nd, and then like I said, it's nothing crazy, but I'm up to like 2,400.
That's fire.
That's fire, man.
And I check my things, and it's always in the green, like plus views, plus followers,
Nice.
and that's what I'm just trying to do. And like I said, I want you to. It's weird following like, oh, it's a 6ix9ine mentality. It's like, yeah,
No, that's-
but it's just like in your face. That's
Whatever.
what works. Like I watched a documentary. He's wearing shirts that say "curse fuck this," you know
Yeah.
what I mean. And he's just loud and in your face. That's what I do. I want to pump videos out, put them in your face, and you're like, well, if he's putting it out first, I might as well follow him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
You know, you
Stay
may
up
not
to
know
date.
who I am, but you're eventually going to be like, oh, you put another video out. Oh, it was a
Yeah.
Carmi Tuesday night, it's already a video out. Oh,
Yeah.
Carmi Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, the video's out. Wednesday afternoon, the video's out. But it's always like 24 hours. Usually, for the most part, it's 24 hours that I'm putting some sort of video out. Just something in your face using whatever audio's popping on Instagram. I watch reels. I'll literally just sit there and watch reels just for the songs. I don't care what it says. I literally won't even look. I won't even look. I don't
Yeah.
even care. Like it'll be going like what's popular, and what can I make a video to? Literally everything. That's all I
that's
do.
fire. Was there anybody else like you watched like before you were doing it? Did you watch like Ty Boogie?
Yeah, Ty Boogie, Schwa Films is a pretty big, but as far as like, yeah, but those guys put like a video like a month.
Yeah, Ty Boogie hasn't put anything in a while.
But they're like, you got like I said, the guy I follow, Schwa Films, dude, he puts out like, I wish, bro. Like he's getting paid to do what he loves, so he can make that money, his monthly salary, on doing like private stuff, and I guess making his videos on YouTube. But I'm putting out last 30 days. I checked yesterday. I put out 21 videos in 30 days, and over that 30 days, it was 150 stories, and I forgot how many like random just posts that weren't reels. But reels are weird because I find it really weird that you can watch a reel on your thing, but sometimes it doesn't pop up all the time if you're not looking at reels. If you're not looking through reels, Yeah,
like every
exactly.
4 or 5.
and I don't make a lot of posts.
Yeah.
I also edit photos, but that takes not longer, but it's less of an engagement because if I'm making a video, there's 15 cars and 15 people see it, or their friends see it, and then tag their friend whose car. If I'm taking a picture, it's the one person, and that's it. That's all I'm reaching, really, is that guy. But yeah, that's really it. I just got into it, and that's just been my mentality. Now it's been getting a little gradually, me not being able to put it out as quick, just because Friday I was at a car meet, got home at 4 o'clock in the morning, woke up at 12, 2 o'clock, left my house to go to Philadelphia. Got home at 5 o'clock in the morning. Woke up at 3 in the afternoon yesterday. Like, went out. It was like just been mayhem.
Yeah, just going hard.
I have so much footage on my phone. I'm backed up at least a week, but I'm still like putting random things out. It's just the big videos that I want to put out. It's just getting to be a lot. Which the issue with the cops right now, cops are having a big issue with us. So I kind of like work with that in a way because they'll shut down meets. So I have time to do stuff. People won't plan things because before the summer even started, it was like 10 degrees out. We're having this meet on Tuesday, this meet on Thursday, this meet on Friday, this meet on Saturday. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, it's just me. And like, I work 5-6 days a week. I still want to have a social life. Still want to see your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have all this footage on my phone. I have like hours of video, and it got really overwhelming. We had a big meet about 3 weeks ago. Global Suspects hosted. That was the real big one. We had an issue with 1 or 2 people. Cops' tires got slashed. Nobody was happy about it.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. Took over the underpass of North Ocean and the LIE. We blocked it off completely. There was probably about 400 people there, just spinning, going crazy underneath the bridge. Like, people came from the city, Jersey. Helicopters came out. 2 helicopters came out. We were at Deer Brook train station. I made a pretty good video. My friend, Third Gen Recording, shout Third Gen. He's my boy. He honestly, I saw his videos. I met him through Zach with the Blue Mustang, and been friends ever since. And we bounce ideas. I pick his brain. He's got a lot bigger following. His music videos been on World Star.
That's cool.
And I just bounce ideas of him. He uses a camera. He can put things out just as quickly as I can. But there's all different types of meets. There's the park and chills. Everybody just hangs out, pops their hood, get a little reggaeton popping, They got the speakers on the roof for the CRV or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And those are cool because I can make those videos, a lot of slow pan stuff, something that you feel. I want my videos, those videos that I make where they're not spinning and it's just I'm highlighting a car or 2 cars. I want you to feel the video with the music because honestly, you get a lot of the people who make videos and it's just like hardcore gangster rap to it.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to hear that. I do like putting some to it, but I also want to have whatever is going on Instagram, whatever's popping up on TikTok. I don't post on TikTok, but I take their sounds and I rip them and I put them on my own videos.
Yeah.
And
It's important for the algorithm.
Beating
really
beating the pulp out of the algorithm.
That's literally what I do. All the songs that I make, you've heard them before, but you've heard them on TikTok for the most part. So that's kind of where everything just came from. It's weird. Like I told Matt, a friend Jesus, it's like, watch the 6ix9ine documentary. Like, I'm just gonna go crazy.
Dude,
just gonna go crazy.
It happens that way. I mean, what's intriguing to me is because I know that you're shooting all these videos. I know you're doing all this content, and now I know that you're doing it on your phone. And the way that you're editing and stuff like that, you're beating people to the punch. You're almost really treating it like a media source. Like you're almost like reporting from like the street racing culture for the culture. Like people that know, like you said, same night they're gonna jump on and they want to see what's up. And if they want to catch up on whatever the local scene is or whatever the event, there's a pretty goddamn good chance you go on his page, you're gonna be able to see who was like what was going on.
Yeah,
I
seen you post a video. I think it was like from a Fun Day Sunday down by here, closer to this side of the island.
Okay. The street racing?
Yeah. And I seen that Rock NYC was there. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see him through but I seen his video and then I seen your video. But your video's up like days before he does. Because he's one of the guys I watch, but he's not. His videos come out days after.
Yeah, and I get it because, believe me, those guys got a lot of skill, but they also have lives too. But like I said, I could put out those, even if it's a short video, even if it's because a reel can only be 60 seconds. That's all I can do. So if I have 60 seconds worth of content, I have a video. If I have 50 seconds of content, if I have 10 seconds of one car, I'll make a video of it, tag that person, their friends see it. Just like I literally probably get about 5 followers a day, just randomly. Like I have posts that get liked from 2 months ago. It's weird. Like I said, I'm like, am I on the Explore page? Like I know because it's not my own stuff's not going to come up on my Explore page, but I don't know if it does. I don't know.
You never know. I don't know how that works.
Somebody else's algorithm.
Yeah, because I have no idea.
And I think it's also a rabbit hole, like. Because I know when I go on somebody's page or something like that, if I do get to something, let's say it's suggested to me or from the Explore page, and I go on to it, like when I jump on there, and it's a good video, like a cool video, I'm gonna keep scrolling. I might keep looking on that person's profile and be like, damn, this is fire. Like when I see some dude going nuts doing like bike tricks, like BMX tricks or something like that, you better goddamn believe I'm scrolling a little bit on there.
Yeah.
And but what really intrigues me is the fact that you actually consider the marketing perspective of it.
Yeah.
You know, not only are you making the dope content that people want to see, you're thinking about how can I get this to these people more efficiently by leveraging that algorithm, by taking the songs that they're intentionally pushing, because none of those songs are chosen accidentally. These songs are being pushed. The artist is paying these people. The label is paying these people to push these records. Like somebody's getting paid off of pushing these certain songs and pushing these certain videos. So when you use, you know, for you to look at both ends of that, like the creative way of making it and, you know, plus the marketing perspective, like that's interesting. That's you know, that's, I love that.
Yeah, let's say about 95% of the songs that I use are songs that are going somewhat viral. That last video that I made for Sideways 392 was the first video ever made on my iPad. Like actually edited and had like letters, words and stuff that popped up. That song I've had and known for about 2.5 years, and I've just been waiting.
Which one is which 392 is that? Is that the black one?
No. There's a video that I didn't give you. That is a yellow Charger spinning. That's one I showed Justin when I got here.
Okay.
It's by a guy named Stoll. Like it's like a house song, but it has the a 50 Cent sample in it, and it's like a house song, but you also get the nostalgic 50 Cent music at the same time, and I just like the way the beat goes. And when you're getting a song like where you spin to, you're gonna want something probably around like 120 beats per minute. You want something that's gonna keep hitting in a little fast. There's a lot of like the slow songs that I make where I use slow pans.
Are we talking BPM right now?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of thought that goes into this.
Scientific.
Yo, bro, nothing is accidental. This is what I'm saying. Like this man is making this content and he's getting it in front of people because he's considering the marketing. He's getting it out considering time frame, considering how many, you know, how people want to look the night of. He's considering the song choice based on like the speed of the shot. This is content production. There's no this shit's no can we pull something up?
There's literally songs that I know, all right, this is the song I'm making for tonight. This is the song I'm using for tonight. And I'll make certain shots to go with the song. I'll be singing in my head, humming it in my head. Like there's a song that I use for a Mac Miller song. Where he's like, none of your fucking beeswax. But as I'm going, leading up to that shot, I'm like, you see a charger? And I'm getting closer to the charger. I'm getting closer. And then right says, none of your fucking beeswax. I'm looking at the rumblebee on the back of the car because that's when it goes in. And then I pull away and there's another thing. And it's
that's fine.
There's just things.
This is content production. This is you're producing video. Like this is what that
I'm doing
is.
it all
Man.
on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I would like literally, I take my videos, put them on Instagram. And Instagram, my God, Instagram getting shit together. It's literally the worst. Okay, now get this. If you take a song, when you're like making a video, you have the song in there and you have all your videos in there. So you're sitting there timing things, editing up.
Yeah.
If
You put your music in. You can't edit without the song.
No, you
from
can.
a video editing.
No, you can. Because if you upload a video, the audio first on Instagram, you can't upload clips after that.
Oh.
So literally, I will have to put the clips in there, just shove them in there, and now I have to keep it under a minute, even though I'll have 5 minutes worth of things. So I'll have to cut, like, I kind of want this here.
You have to prioritize.
I kind of want this here and kind of want this here. And now I'm on my Spotify on my phone. I'm literally pressing play and quickly going back to Instagram and letting the video play. Like, all right here, I need to stop it because that's where it stopped. I got to pause the stuff on Spotify. Because you can't, every time I try and upload a clip, after I already upload the music, it says like error. There's like an error, something number 6 or something that pops up every time.
I gotta talk to my boy Mark about this.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Yeah.
And
now, what we're gonna do, man, fuck that, man. We're gonna get you some
that's-
fucking
and
Final
that's-
Cut and shit like
and
that.
that's-
You got a Windows computer? What do you got?
Final Cut?
We're
Right
gonna
now
throw
I
down, bro. I'm
have,
gonna hook you up. Fuck all that.
I have an iPad that I'm using iMovie
Okay.
right now.
All right.
I use a crazy
iMovie's good, though.
Oh yeah.
iMovie gets it done.
100%.
100%. Yeah, no,
You know?
that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Twiz, can we play some of the clips?
Yeah.
Which one you want to watch first?
Let's bring Zach up. We talked about him a little bit with the Blue Mustang.
The Blue Mustang.
Yeah.
Got it.
Probably the best spinner in New York. Yeah, that was on Friday night. A lot of the Charger you guys see me spin, they're all automatic cars. That was a manual Mustang, a V8, that never swings.
He's swinging like that in a man.
Yeah, he saw that part. He's the only Mustang I trust. Spinning in a pit.
To get that.
Mustangs are known for me for like leaving places and like hurting people.
But if you see it, that's third gen in the middle, third gen. He goes in the middle.
So he uses that monopod, huh?
Oh yeah, and that's in front of City Field. We were in front of City Field on Friday night, having a good old time.
That's such a sick shot right in front of fucking City
Oh
Field.
yeah, that's where I stood. I was like, I need this. Like, I'm standing on the other side. It just looks like we're in a intersection. Yeah, so no, because that's intersection. We're not. We literally shut down. That's a corner. That's right before the.
Oh, that's not a parking lot?
No, that's not a parking
No.
lot. Yeah, this traffic backed up for everything. We don't play the game.
Yo, is the black Charger? Is it the same spot?
No, that is in Nassau bordering Queens. That's in a parking lot because there's light poles and stuff.
Okay, and the other Charger?
That Charger is in the same spot as this one.
Can you pull that Charger up? So pull this one down.
The Charger one.
Right there.
My boy onesie. He just got the thing wrapped. I think it's so amazing.
Dude, I love the Charger.
Strap out there.
Such a sick car.
Yeah, and I was just saying in a second, there were fireworks in the middle, and they have the laser pointers out. You can see like laser pointers randomly. They like to put them in the smoke. It lights up the smoke, which is pretty cool. You see the explosions. It's insane. It's just like right outside the city. They're
That's it. That's
To
like
me-
a new car. That's not like somebody like in a Miata or something like that doing donuts, which is also still fucking sick. But it's like to see people doing it in like new cars. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's ballsy.
He just got that right.
See, to me, what I want to know is what is that feeling? Like, how close are you here? Because, being somebody that works a camera, I understand, like, distance and stuff, but I don't...
He looks close there.
You're pretty...
I'm at 2 times on my phone.
Oh, okay. So, you see, that's... what phone are you using? Do you want to disclose that? Yeah.
Like good phones out.
All right.
It's the Google Pixel 6 Plus. It's probably I think the best phone that came out of October, November. It's the first Google Pixel phone where Google made everything shit. They make everything on. There's not it runs Android. That's it. There's no Samsung in here, Apple in here.
bloatware.
No, nothing. It's just it. And that's another thing I'm looking at. This is kind of it's not great right now because I went through a lot of things, but it's shooting 4K.
Yeah. That was my...
4K 60 frames?
That was my next question for you. So, because I know with my iPhone, and I have kind of an older iPhone, a significantly older iPhone, and, you can adjust...
They're hearing the music and stuff too, so we probably saw
It shouldn't be the music of that. It should just be the audio of the car, just going crazy.
Oh, okay.
There's no audio. You're not going to get any.
All right.
Crazy.
So they hear.
It's just
Oh
audio.
no, but they hear the car.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah.
over the car.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to say.
Oh, I
that.
couldn't hear it.
Yeah, 'cause
Sorry.
it's
I
only
can't
on
hear
the-
it. I
it's
was
only
going
on
to
the-
say, it's silent.
No, it's only on the computer. Yeah. It's
But,
not- they can hear it. Trust me. I see the
yeah.
fucking levels going up and down. over
Zach
there.
literally in that blue Mustang, that boy goes off.
No,
That
see,
boy goes off. You've never. Here's the thing. A lot of the guys, they can go in circles, no problem. That boy can drift. You put him on a drift track, he will drift that thing like it's.
so that's the thing that I.
Can you mute the audio on there and
Yeah.
pull that video back up?
Yeah, of
I just
course.
want to ask, mute the audio for the video. And
Yeah.
pull
So
it back up for a
Twiz,
second.
Twiz, bring us back, please.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
So my thing, as I was gonna say, it's like it's not only like this isn't something you could just pick up and do, especially with people around you, and to keep a car like in constant rotation, especially a car with stock angle. Like those dudes are really working to get that car to keep that circle.
100%.
That's why you see people like stopping or like spinning out and then going in the other direction, so on and so forth. And they're eating their way tires.
Yeah. Zach, the way he spins is he's really good. He can go in a tandem with somebody. Now, when you're tandem with somebody, it's like two people and you're both spinning at the same time. If he sees you going around and now you spin out, now you're facing the other way, he reads that. He'll yank the brake, turn it around, and now he'll start going. And you better be coming back behind him now because he's following you and you spin out. So now you're facing the opposite way. He's coming towards you. He'll spin out. But keep it going, keep the tire spinning, and then he'll start going the other way. So now you better follow him, or he's coming back around the other way. He's not like it's just we were just going to keep on going. He literally is probably one of the best spinners on Long Island, just because it's not just spinning. He will send that thing. If there was room, if there was a figure eight there, he would murder that figure eight till the cows come home. He literally has the most. Like I said, there's videos that I have where he's getting close, and I trust him. I look at him, and I'm like, good. Like he sees me and like he knows where I'm standing. He'll come out and he's like, he'll bring that bumper right to me all the time.
That shit is because that's my question. Is like, what is that like to
It feels like you
that
kissed a girl
close?
for the first time.
Yeah,
Swear
every
to God.
time.
Every time. If you're in the middle. If you're in the
Damn.
middle.
Wait, leg pop up or nah?
Well,
Is she popping that leg up?
yeah. You grab it right on the thigh.
Can you show us a black Charger real quick before we go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to the main
Yeah.
shot?
That right there is Mr. Of It. Shout out Fun Size Zesses. That's their car crew. Especially Funzy too, who had the white Charger.
The hood
up,
open.
Hood up, doesn't care. When you're in the middle, there, that's when you really because there's been times where it's like the bumper is in my face. They don't care. Like I said, they'll stop for a second. They'll wait for the tires to cool down, and then they'll just keep it going. You see the marks in this. That's a parking lot.
Yeah.
We've been there.
And there's
So-
a lot of rubber laid down on there.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. It seems to me like because this shit looks like straight out of a goddamn Batman movie. So what I want to know is, are you editing color at all? Are you changing? Are you making this a cooler image?
Yeah,
You're
100%.
cooling down the white balance. Like
I'm doing it just in my phone though. I'm
Okay.
literally taking the video, doing a lot of it. What I've been doing recently is upping the contrast, upping the white balance to get like that bright lights and like when the smoke lights up.
Yeah.
But then also taking the black and making it darker. So that's why it's dark, but it still has a lot of like
has a lot
not
of
like
highlights and a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
contrast, a lot of
exactly.
white.
And then I'll turn the warmth up to make it really blue.
Yeah.
But then I'll also cut that in half so it's really bright white, but still has a blue tint to it. And
Yeah.
and I'm just doing that. I'm taking the clips. I'm doing that on my phone, sending them to Creative Cloud, sending them to iMovie. And then after that, I'm kind of putting whatever filter I looks, either no filter or a filter on that makes it kind of like looks more like movie-istic.
All right,
Cinematic.
so
Yeah. Not movie-istic.
So-
That's not a word. Cinematic was the word.
no, that's the same
I
thing.
got you, baby. That's what I'm here for.
Movieistic, we got that.
Yeah.
We're gonna make that's a merch right there. Movieistic.
Movieistic.
Get that seeker merch. Movieistic.
It's a
So-
seekerism.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
like
you're
this one. This is
editing.
on my shirt right here too.
I love that.
The left lane is for crime.
That's right.
Oh, that's fire.
You made that shirt?
My boy made it for me, but that's my shirt. It has the Seeker emblem here. The
Oh,
part left shirt
that's
right
fire.
there.
The left lane's
Yeah.
That's
I love
fire.
That,
For
shit.
crime.
That Berto wants one.
Yeah.
I love that. Yo,
Hook
that's
Berto
fucking
up.
fire. Yeah.
So
I want that sticker on my back windshield. I'm not
Right?
a sticker guy.
Yeah.
But I put that motherfucker right in the back windshield.
So you're editing essentially first. You're putting your clips together in the idea and the song, and then you're putting it in iMovie, and then you're putting an overall.
Yeah, that's like recently. That's like the past like week and a half.
Yeah.
Besides that, everything has been literally taking the videos, putting them on Instagram, trying to sync up the music to it with no editing to the color or anything, and then maybe putting like whatever Instagram filter they have on or something that I see that looks really cool. I'll take that, like one that's like makes it look really dark or
Yeah.
something that like kind of lightens it a little bit.
Whatever looks interesting to you and
yeah,
appealing.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you put it on, you're like, "Ooh, I like that." You're like, "Nah, I don't like that."
Yeah,
and then
100%.
all right, cool, man.
Is there any cars that like you really want to go see? Like, is there any? And it doesn't have to be like somebody's specific car, but just a car that you like that you want to record. Somebody, doesn't matter who who owns it.
No, I would. It's hard because I mean, there's cars I want to see, like maybe parked up. I can make like certain videos, but as far as spinning, I want to see something that's not a Charger.
Yeah.
A lot of people have Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because that's a heavy car
Yeah, there's
with,
a lot of Hellcats.
with rear wheel drive and
Hellcats.
what's
Really?
a
A
Hellcat?
lot of Hellcat.
Listen, if I
There's
see another
like-
scat pack,
there's different like trim levels within the Charger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Hellcat is like right before Demon. What's
Yeah.
that?
The Demon is the Hellcat. I believe has 700.
777.
Yeah. It's up there. The Scat Pack is maybe a little over 5.
Yeah, I think they're like 530 or something like that.
There's then there's the Hellcat, which I believe is low 7s, but then there's the Red Eye, which is around like 777 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower.
that's the
to
There's
get-
a,
Demon,
there's a,
Red
no, no, no. There's a no. The Demon's 4 digits, right?
No,
No, it's not. What is it?
It's 100. The Demon is 100 more horsepower roughly than the Hellcat.
So it's
Oh, I
like
thought they were
8 and
nine.
change.
I thought they're like 900 and change, close to 1,000. But I guess no.
No, but you don't even like it's 100 more horsepower than 700.
Yeah.
It's a lot of horsepower to have, man. Especially
Yeah.
for somebody with like, you can, you're a rich kid. It's like, oh, it's like obviously you're not gonna buy you a Lamborghini or Ferrari. It's like, oh, we'll go to the Dodge dealership.
Yeah, we'll get you a
I'm
Hellcat.
gonna get
That's-
you a Dodge, and it's like, oh, can I have a Hellcat then? It's like, yeah, sure. You're spending under $100,000, and you can compete with most supercars you're gonna find on Long Island.
Those things are no joke.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're like,
And
they're no
can't-
joke.
I-
And they're
I've-
everywhere. I don't
dude,
understand how.
I've driven a Scat Pack, and I'm very like, all right, I'm gonna feel this thing out before I really get on
Mm-hmm.
it. And you get on it, and it wants to keep its ass straight. It wants to keep going just straight, and it will correct it's dangerous. It really is dangerous.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know how they do most of that stuff, because most times when I've driven it, it's wants.
It has so
to
much
say.
control
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
difficult to even pull those to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
whipping and drifting like that. And
Yeah, because I've spun a Camaro before in an empty parking lot, an SS, and I don't know how you do it, man. Like I said, I would love to like really be able to open one up and have fun with it, but you know, you're in the car and like it starts sliding, and you're like, you're like, oh no.
Only thing I ever fucked
Yeah.
around in was a first gen RX-7.
Yeah.
And they're so light and
Oh,
small
yeah,
that
exactly.
like you could literally just kind of blip the throttle and be facing the other direction.
Oh, that's the same thing with them too. You can literally just tap the throttle if you have the traction control off, buddy.
They're cool cars. I've never been into like American cars. Like I respect them, obviously. I've been taught to respect them because they're just like, you know, they're just as fast. Like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
the people are putting the same amount of money they're putting into whatever else you're getting, whether you like German or Japanese cars. Like people put money into fucking, and they know it too. They know these things at the back of their hands, you know. So I respect them, but I want to ask you, what's your not even to record, but it's just in your mind as a car guy yourself, like what's like your holy grail? Like, you know, give me like a top three. If you want to do more than that, you could give me more than that.
As far as like what I want to do, or
No. Like as far as like, you know, cars in general. Whether it's I know actually if you wanted to record other cars, but just like cars in general that you could. I guess it's the same question, but you answered it already, so never mind. I was gonna say top three cars that you really want to see, but that's
there's a top three cars that I want to own.
Yeah,
Okay, let's hear it.
That's where I was gonna take it.
Compare. See,
I like that.
That's
that's
what
a
I'm thinking.
hard
What do you-
one.
what do you wanna own?
That's a hard one because different cars have different purposes.
Oh, of course. I would love to have
But let's hear it.
like a 2001 to 2000 something newer, like an ACR Dodge Viper.
Okay.
I would love because those things
Not
don't
just
even
the regular one.
Those things don't even come with traction control.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they do not come
Yeah,
with traction
that's like the
control.
race one, the ACR.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like you could buy like a regular Viper, and then they'll give you like another Viper with like a cock ring, and that's the ACR.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Probably a 94 240 SX convertible.
That 94's S14.
Yeah. Like with has to be convertible though. Has to be convertible and probably something swapped in it. Love those cars. I've
LS?
always loved. Yeah, it's
We're leaving SR.
yeah.
We're staying SR.
Can't put
No, well,
exactly.
I get,
Can't put a
I
muscle
get.
car in everything.
Yeah, listen, I get people's desire to put LSs into 240s because you can buy a junkyard LS and, you know, drift it in a 240. But like, let's not forget, you can have just as much fun in a 4-cylinder.
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
bro,
You
it's
can
the
have just as
startup.
much fun in an SR20.
It's the startup, man. It's like, you know how they say it's like it's the slide-in. It's the startup.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
like
like-
boosted cars, man.
That's like my boy Julio has an IS300, and he had a 2JZ non-turbo in it, and he's swapping it out for the 3UZ, which is the V8 Lexus engine. So he's putting a V8, but it's a Lexus engine, so it sounds meaty, but it's still a Lexus engine. So
That's pretty
it's not-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
But third car, I don't know. Definitely Dodge Viper, definitely 240 SX. I don't know if I have like a third like really favorite car. I've loved Nissan 240s and I love Dodge Vipers. That's probably like my
You like the S14 more than the S15?
not really, but they didn't make a convertible for the S15.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm not like a super big convertible guy.
I have a knack for. There's like always a special place in my heart for. You know what? My third car would be probably a CTSV wagon.
Okay,
I
that's the same
love a
concept.
Cadillac CTSV.
Yeah.
because that's something that's rear-wheel drive that you can spin around where it's new, but it's not chartered.
I almost bought a CTSV,
Yeah?
not a wagon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
nice
test drove it.
CTSVs are nice.
They didn't want to
really
give me
nice.
enough money for my car.
Yeah, and
and
they
that's the
rip.
only reason I didn't buy it. I was like insulted. He's like, buddy, I give you $9,000. I said, fuck you. Never. Yeah. And I went somewhere else and took like.
and they were like 9,300, and
No.
you were like, yes.
Nah, he basically told me to fuck off.
So-
And then I said, I was so arrogant. I was like, you call me when you got 10. And like I left my phone number, and he was like, yeah, fuck off, dude. And then like a year later, I ended up selling it for
He's
like
like, I've
less
been
than
had
that.
10, just not for you, bro.
Yes. The fuck?
It was nice, bro. It was a CTSV. It was on Volson's. It was like had lowering springs on it. It was a nice car. If I gotta do a top 3 cars, if I'm doing like, it sounds like you did like supercar, street car, and then grocery getter.
Yes, he does. You definitely a grocery getter.
Yeah, it's a sick grocery
it'd be a
getter.
mean grocery getter.
Yeah, if I gotta pick a supercar, something like in that, I don't want to pick a death trap like that, but I
Not
like.
even a grocery getter, but something with 4 doors.
Okay,
Something-
okay.
Something you can put a baby seat in where it's not like, oh, that thing's gonna be a bowl of fire. It's like, no, CTSV. It's a big car. It's not.
Yeah.
It's something you put crazy work into. But
Something in I like like a GT3. Doesn't got to be an RS. I like a regular GT3. I think they're fucking sick. I think I wasn't big into German cars when I was young, but like the Porsches, like now, I love them.
I can't wait to hear Justin's.
It was
Yeah, exactly. Me too. That's why I'm looking at him. I'm
And
like,
then,
you're next. You're
Two
next,
different years
buddy.
of Buicks.
And then if
Mine's gonna sound like a Kim Kardashian list or something.
just like you love the 240, I would love like a 3rd generation RX-7. I don't need like a 20B or anything like that. Like I'm cool with just like I'm cool with like a 2-rotor. It doesn't got to be anything crazy.
Doesn't have to be 3.
Yeah, that's gonna be. If I get to pick,
Oh, yeah,
like
of course.
you said,
Oh, no, yeah,
you
no,
said another
no, you
motor.
get to pick. You
Oh,
get
if I
to
get to
pick.
pick, I don't
You pick
think
whatever you want.
composite charge 3-rotor, whatever, no big deal.
He's like us.
Yeah.
Got the sequential gearbox. Or
Yeah,
whatever. It doesn't-
of course I want a dog box. Yeah, I want a dog box, obviously. No, I think 2-rotor. I think anything. I think
Justin's over here like cool cars to own.
just as Googling cool cars to own. No,
That's exactly what I think. My battery's dying.
That would be too much. I think a regular 2-rotor makes like sub 600 horsepower, and I'll be fine. Something that's like fun for the street, and then a grocery getter for my family to be in. What do I like? I don't know. Fucking
The new Trackhawks, like those Trackhawks.
yeah.
That's like the perfect grocery getter.
yeah. I'll say
It's
that.
like 700 horsepower, but
Yeah.
it's like a Jeep almost.
Trackhawk. You know what? I'm gonna go a little bougier.
No, it literally is like a Jeep, like similar.
That's who owns it. It's made by Jeep.
Yeah, it's a. Is it a Grand Cherokee?
It's
Pretty much like body.
it's just a Grand Cherokee with
With a
like
Hellcat motor in
what's that sleeve? You know what I'm talking about. It's a Grand Cherokee with a sleeve on it. Yeah, one of those sleeves.
All right.
No, a little bit bougier than the Trackhawk. I like the. I was.
Take me away.
What's that Porsche truck? It's not the Macan Turbo. It's not.
The new one
Yeah.
Cayenne.
is a Cayenne.
Is it a Cayenne Turbo?
The Macan's not the.
I think the
Electric
Cayenne
one.
is turbo. No.
No.
The Cayenne Turbo.
They make a Cayenne Turbo and they make a Macan Turbo. I'm trying to think of which one is the fast one because the Cayenne is bigger.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
bigger one. So maybe the Macan Turbo, maybe one of those, just because if I'm spending somebody else's money,
Yeah, of course.
might as well go fucking
100%.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah. Or the Lamborghini truck if I really want to spend a lot of money.
Urus?
Yeah, the Urus.
yeah, those
The
are
Urus is fucking sick.
Yeah, those are nice.
They're cool cars.
Pretty nice.
Let's hear. You got something, Twiz? Top 3 cars? You don't have to.
I want to hear Justin first.
I have no idea what I got. I'll tell you what. One is gonna be a goddamn. It's gonna be a goddamn Overlander, fire ass Jeep with a lift and a rooftop tent and all that shit. That's what I'm into.
That's fire. Yeah, that's
I love
fire.
that kind of shit.
That's a
I love
good
that kind of
grocery
shit.
getter.
Yeah, I want the seat, like the floor deletes, like the seat deletes with the extra storage and shit like that. I want the back with like the rollout refrigerator, like that whole ARB
Yeah.
fridge get up. That's what I love that kind of shit.
Okay.
So I'd like to have me one of those.
And if you got to pick like a supercar,
If I had to pick like a supercar.
you don't have to pick a specific one. You can just give us up like a brand, like Ferrari, Lamborghini.
To be honest, man,
McLaren.
I'm really into like that Porsche 911 type of shit.
A Jeep. That's what I said. I said a 911. I said a Jeep, but I just said like a specific because 911 comes with different trims.
Exactly. It's the same thing. Like when I think of like a Lamborghini that I want, or like a Ferrari, I want like a Countach, or I want something old.
like
I
an
don't want-
older- yeah.
like, the new ones are like, oh, they're nice, but you hit that thing or you hit something, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Thing shreds.
yeah, exactly. I'd
You
rather-
hit anything
apart.
in a Countach and that shit's gonna fall to a million pieces too. That shit's fiberglass.
Yeah,
That
you
shit's
kidding me?
completely.
Yeah, things that are shattered.
Matter of fact, you go too fast in one of those, that shit starts flying.
yeah, exactly. It's balls.
Especially that car's shaped like a fucking stealth bomber.
Right.
Countach is sick though. I mean, like that's like 4GT cool. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's like the Testarossa.
Yeah.
Something like that, Ferrari Testarossa. Like it's like those cars are like, but like when Justin said like the Jeep, yeah, I picked those 3, but I like all different types of cars. Like,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to have a Jeep that had a pop-up roof tent.
I'm into that
go
shit with
over.
like the
Yeah.
Batwing
Yeah.
fucking
Have you
like awning that comes out and shit.
Yeah, of course.
Have you seen the Mercedes 4x4 square? It's like a 6-wheeled car.
No.
It's
Sure if I have.
Have you what? Oh my god, they're pretty sick. Or have you seen their big G wagon, like the what are they called? They're
Yeah, I've seen the
called there's like a special edition one that's like the big one. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, it's like, and they trim that, like rich people would trim that to be like an overlanding.
That would be like
vehicle.
their overlander.
I
yeah.
saw one of those out east.
Yeah.
It's got like an
I
espresso
thought
they're
machine.
enormous.
It's got an
Yeah,
espresso
it was-
machine in the back.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, it was huge. It's got like a sauna in it and shit. Like,
Yeah. Dude, I had one pull up on me at Costco's. It was like I forgot what they're
Costco's
called.
pulled up to the fucking car.
Yeah, it was like
That's what it was.
what's the BMW? I mean the Mercedes thing, like the Brosworth edition or some shit like that.
Oh,
it's like got a
yeah.
capital B on like the rim and stuff like that. It's like I think it's a German word.
Yeah, because I know that
It's like
can't think of the word.
Can you tell us, Wiz?
What?
It's like
What is that? Like the special
It's like
German
you
like
guys should watch
trim?
the show.
Special.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I'm like,
special.
because I'm thinking of the word in my mind. I'm like,
It's like the upgraded Mercedes.
it's like another
Like trim?
It's like but it's like carbon fiber. They come with carbon fiber fenders on it. It come like it's like super jacked up. It's
I'm trying to give him some search criteria.
yeah, it's
No, I
just
think
like a big G wagon.
it's the Brabus,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Edition.
Mercedes-Benz Brabus.
Yes. Yeah. That one, the G Wagon, is
Okay.
fucking enormous. It pulled up on me at Costco's. And when I'm telling you right now, like I've seen them online a bunch of times. I never thought they were that fucking big.
Yeah, it was that big?
It was enormous.
Really?
Dude, it was so wide. It like was like line to line in the parking spot.
Damn, they flex on you like that, huh?
Dude, it's on like 34s or something like that.
He pulled
It's
up
not-
and was like,
they're
"Hey,
big.
buddy, you got to take a shit. I got a toilet in here, fully loaded.
I
It
tell you what,
flushes and everything.
He definitely.
I don't know where the shit goes. I don't know. It's just gone.
I'll tell you one thing. When I told him he had a nice car, he was like, "Yeah, man, thanks," and just kind of kept it moving, like he had heard that 1,000 times.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
was
"Yeah,
hoping
get off my dick. Your wife is here. Like, don't do this in front of everybody.
I
Don't
was
let him
hoping
see
he was
this."
gonna be like, "Yeah, you want to see inside?" And she was tinted out.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
like,
was
"Yo,
like going in there to get
what's going on
avocados,
here?"
and he just left.
Pulled up next.
Damn.
Avocados of all things.
Yeah,
He
he
pulled
pulled
up and
Vitamin
got
K.
one thing.
He had just avocados in his hand.
Yeah, you know, he
like
pulled up just
loafers
to
on
flex.
and white
Fucking
pants.
pulled up next to his door. He's like, "Nice, can't leave."
What does
I'm on
that
that
mean?
line.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
now
in
you
the
can't
parking
leave.
spot,
Can't
yeah.
open the door. He's like, "Gotta get the passenger."
I was
Hey,
in
buddy.
my
Yeah.
dude. My wife drives a Nissan Rogue. I was so emasculated.
Oh, please, yo.
Oh, yeah.
You kidding me? You know how many times I pull up in my freaking Jeep and I'm sitting there and then some real nice shit fucking pulls up next to me. I'm like, close your eyes.
You know what I like?
I'm like, babe, close your eyes.
You know what I like? If I was to get like another car right now,
What?
and I had like a decent some money, a Raptor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a
Pickup
Raptor's
trucks?
fire.
Yo,
One of my
look.
buddies has one.
Yo, listen.
Like for an everyday car, for a daily driver, I think a Raptor would be perfect.
A Raptor is with the gas price today. I don't know.
Cybertruck or bust. That'll be my grocery getter.
What's a Cybertruck?
It's a Tesla truck that hasn't been
it
released
didn't even
yet.
come out yet. Yeah.
You
haven't
can't
seen
hit
it
us
yet.
with the
Listen,
Who's that?
listen.
Spaz with the concept
That's,
car?
that's definitely spaz. Yo, listen.
bro.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The
looks like a fridge.
Cybertruck looks like an unfinished warthog from Halo, like
Yeah.
2 or 3.
An unfinished
Yo,
Warthog
I
from
s-
Halo.
on everything. It looks like an unfinished warthog. It doesn't have the big gunner in the back. And look, see,
And they
Seeker
changed
knows.
it too. It doesn't even look like the original concept now. They changed the design a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, somebody I know that put a deposit on it was like pissed about it.
Yeah, it looks like a warthog in a fridge.
Yeah,
Bro,
it-
exactly. It's super blocky, dude.
it's
It's
got
literally
stainless
square,
steel.
bro.
Yeah, it's that.
It's super
I'm trying
square.
to think. I think I'm picturing it in my mind, but I might be because I'm at the Javits Center in my brain right now.
Listen,
looking for some concept cars.
Listen, when they drew up that truck, it was all right angles. Like,
Yeah.
That shit looked like it was in. They made it in like 8-bit.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
I hate that.
Yeah, right. It looks like a Yeezy.
Yeah. Yo, listen. Don't,
What do you think
yo, just
about,
At me. Just at me.
Just at me, son.
What do you think about? Because I was just talking to a friend about this the other day. They, like old cars coming out again. Recently, the Supra re-released. What do you think about the new Supra? No,
I like to buy that. I just don't like that Toyota like really didn't have anything to do with the engine. I
That-
think
yeah.
it was weird. Like, put something. There's got to be a nice Toyota engine. You guys have nice cars. You have bigger cars. Put one of the bigger engines in the smaller car
And let it rip.
Yeah, exactly.
they don't really have a racing line anymore. Their TRD shit ain't fast.
So wait a sec. So who made the motor? BMW?
BMW made
Yeah,
it.
BMW.
It's the same motor as a 340, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. But yeah, it just
People are going
seem-
fucking fast in them. I don't want you to think they're slow.
Oh no, they're very quick, but it just feels like
It strips away from like the culture of the
Yeah,
original,
exactly, the whole
of the
nostalgia
original
of it.
Supra.
Well, with the original Supra, with the original Supra,
You're right.
With the MK3 having like what some people consider God's motor.
Hey, approved block.
Yeah,
You
like the
shoot it
two
in one-
God's
Jay-Z.
motor. So what's that? You got sandals on, and you
Nah,
put your
listen,
feet through.
It
like,
depends who you're asking,
like the
right? Because
Flintstones.
some people say God's motors are like RBs. Not many people, but some people say it, right? And then there's the people who like. There's 3 different people in this world. There's 4 different people in this world. There could be. There's people who like Jay-Z's. There's people who like LS's. People like SR's, and then there's the other guys who think that the one UZ is just as good as the 2 Jay-Z.
Sick.
I guess that I don't.
You
I'm
guys
like Jay-Z. I'm like Marcy.
He was like good. He's like,
Sick.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
They're just common motors that people will take out of cars and put into other cars.
Thank you. I
Listen, I'll
appreciate
tell
you
you guys this
taking
much.
me on that walk.
Nobody asked me my 3 cars yet.
We know
we
did,
asked
but
you.
but
Yeah, we
Justin-
did
Well,
ask
nah.
you.
Well, listen. We
you
had,
wanted
we had
to
to
embarrass our friend, the
Yeah.
co-host.
You want to
Justin.
talk?
He-
Want to let me drink all my
I
seltzer
feel like
out
he didn't
here?
even finish.
Let's hear
No,
it.
he had 2.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't even finish.
And then at the end of the episode, we're gonna show everybody your whole outfit because
Nah,
you're
no, we're
dressed up
not.
today.
No, we're not.
We're gonna
No,
show
not.
everybody your
All right,
entire
listen, hold
outfit.
on, let me get it. All right, so my 3 cars.
And he has a computer in front of him, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to know that he was able to.
Oh no! I already knew.
Go ahead.
I already
Let's
knew.
hear it. Your
so,
3 cars.
So my 3 cars: '97 Supra, off the rip,
Okay.
always.
Targa.
Target size constant.
Come on, baby.
I'm just asking. I'm just
Gotta be
asking.
Come on.
Targa top is the one with the missing
First-
middle.
First off, that's a sin. If you don't, that's a sin. If you could have, you know what I'm saying, that's a sin.
If you get to pick any one, Targa top, and I don't even want the piece either.
Yeah, no.
I don't want
need
it.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Don't
be in
need
the
it.
garage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
It's in
I'm
me.
a-
Was there always one park by Suffolk and Selden? There was always like a Supra in some parking lot over
Yeah,
there.
a red one. It was. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking
You know what
about.
I'm
I
talking
owned
about.
it too. It wasn't a Targa top, and it wasn't a turbo either.
All right,
it
go
was an
ahead.
automatic.
Wow.
No, but it was a nice. It was a beautiful car. I sound
It's a
like a
ni-
fucking
no, it's a
hater,
nice
right?
car.
Damn, that was some hating shit to say.
It's not Target
Yeah.
or turbo.
It was a,
It was automatic.
So-
it was a nice car.
What else you
so,
got?
that's my fun car. That's my I'm jumping in
All
there.
right, MK3.
That's your Friday car?
I'm going nuts. Yeah.
All
I'm
right, so
going-
what's the
Friday
Saturday
I get
car?
out. I'm going.
What color?
nuts.
You getting a red one?
Nah, I'm doing white.
Yeah, white.
Because I'm keeping it Come on, you.
We're doing white on
I'm
bronze.
going
baby.
white, baby.
Ooh,
White
white
on
on bronze
bronze.
TEs.
What's the interior?
Come
Let's hear it.
on.
I think they only came in the cream and the black.
Custom,
right?
baby.
Yeah, but I
We
can do
going
whatever I
No,
peanut
want.
butter.
no. You don't own one of those cars and start fucking around
We
with
want
the
peanut butter,
interior.
baby.
You got a point. Nah, he got a
Nah,
point.
you don't
He got
own
a
one of
point.
those cars and start fucking around with the
He has a
interior.
point.
Maybe-
Everything
maybe-
stays, even the
maybe put a
radio.
racing seat. Just one seat.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Leave
one
the other
race.
one
Yeah,
stuck.
just so they know that when I
Yeah.
pull up to the light, I'm not fucking around.
But you're
Yeah.
not gonna have like an NRG or anything like that. It's
No,
got to
it's
be a
gotta be real.
fucking
It's gotta
like
be a bride.
yeah,
It's
it's got to be a
gotta be
bride or a
Yeah,
Sparko.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
most definitely.
Yeah, carbon back.
Carbon back?
Yeah, come on.
See?
See?
Kevlar back if it's white.
Yeah.
Why look-
Oh man. Yeah.
Kevlar
Nobody
back.
will see it.
Yeah.
But
Look,
we
you
know
see-
it's there.
Look, yo, Justin, you see how they designed my dream car for me, right?
Oh, yeah, I
Yo,
like
nah,
that.
gotta be-
Yeah, yo, what's your dream car? Oh, I got you right here because we gonna make it for you.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
know.
Yo,
Well, trust
sit
me.
back. We know.
And
better
we're
than
putting a
you.
harness in there too
Yeah.
because nothing's worse than a race car with a regular seatbelt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's-
It's like, hold on.
So what else you got, Swizz, so they could customize it for you? What you
Yeah.
got?
That,
Yeah, let us know.
so I, as a kid, I always saw this car and I was like, I want it. A McLaren, like a P1 or something like
Oh, the
that. Like
McLaren.
like something I could
720S?
get in and when I step out, you know, he got money. You know what I mean?
There's
I could
nothing
go
that
fast.
says you got money like a fucking McLaren.
You feel what I'm saying? So I could jump in that thing, and you know what it is? A McLaren is a car that I feel like me personally, if I got out of it, you know I smell good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
people
you
that
see a
drive
car-
McLaren
Yeah.
smell good, especially people that drive Sennas.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see
Yeah.
me jump out that thing, and like, yo, he smell good. He
It's like
look
mahogany.
He smell
Yeah.
good. He look good.
Exactly. Yo, he got
This guy
money.
looks like he read many books.
As soon as you open the door, it's like Justice League. And so Rick Ross start playing.
All right. Let's see. So you got a Supra, you got any McLaren.
Yeah, like
And-
like a P, yeah, like a P1, something like that. You know, something nice and
You going James Bond?
Yeah, they're sick. They're cool cars.
No, they're legit.
That's lit. What else?
And
you
then
got?
my last car, like my grocery getter, like for my kids, I'll probably get like a S500 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? AMG.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Something nice that I could like. I want my kids to, when I pull up to pick them up, they'd be like, "Yo, that's my dad." Like,
You're being mad nice. I would have said
Yeah.
Maybach if I'm going S550 or something like that.
No, because I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble. I don't.
Sit
If I was
down.
a McLaren.
I'm humble.
Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Because if
You
somebody,
know how many white Targa Top Supra they made? They probably made like a couple thousand of them. They didn't make a bunch of those
No,
cars.
most
you know?
definitely. But that-
so
but I'm gonna be you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in that thing. I'm gonna be getting sideways. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be rolling. But in the S500, I could pull up. You know what it is? The reason why I wouldn't do like a Maybach is because in the S500, I could pull up, play Lil Baby, and they gonna feel me. If I pull Maybach, they're like, nah, he ain't been in the hood long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
You feel me?
Anybody in the chat, if you got your top 3 cars whatever you would get, give us a supercar, grocery getter, and then a street car.
I'll tell you what. I guess I'm picking all y'all up in the fucking snow.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, OD.
No, what did I say?
I'm gonna come in. We get.
Yeah, he said
No,
Trackhawk,
no.
and I said the Macan Turbo, which I kind of regret saying.
I'll still pick
but
you
I'm
up
gonna
in the
stick with
snow.
it. Nah, those things drive well in the snow. But I tell you one thing. Look it up. It's a truck.
I ain't looking up nothing. I got 1% battery.
I will tell you one thing though. All my cars are gonna have summer tires.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, except for obviously the street car and the supercar are 888s or like or slicked up, something like that.
I was Uber besides that.
Yeah.
That was all Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
Snow's
Justin.
Uber. And you have to have a garage with all those cars.
I'll do Uber in my Jeep and come pick you guys up.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Super nice of you.
Yeah, for real.
And we
Take
can
us,
camp.
take us to the beach.
Super.
Yeah.
That's super nice of you. Bro.
Listen, pop the top
Yeah.
off. Take us to the
That's
beach.
super
Yeah, maybe
nice
we
of
can
you.
click sequence.
Yo, you already know what time it is, bro. I bring my dog off leash.
Can we all
let
stay
it
in
run.
that tent of yours?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Overlanding is pretty cool.
Nice, man. Chest
Oh,
to
it's
thigh.
I love that shit, man. These guys I watch it.
Wait, I'm
It
letting y'all
just-
know right now. I'm not laying in no tent.
It's a rooftop tent.
Yeah, we gonna stand up in it. You gonna lay down with us, bro?
It's on
Oh,
top.
rooftop tent.
It's on top
top
of the
of the car.
Jeep.
Yeah.
What kind of witchcraft and wizardry?
You never seen those things?
So I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you,
Bro,
bro.
they got pop-up tents on the top of them.
Of the Jeep?
Of
Yes.
not just Jeeps, of cars like that.
Oh, we definitely all laying down in that thing.
Why?
Why?
Wait,
Because
so you're suspended. So I'm laying on the roof
Yeah.
of the Jeep, but it's
And
a
it
tent.
hangs over too, and it has like sticks that
a
come
tent,
down
yeah.
and
We
hold
should
it up.
realize you're
to
laying
keep
down.
you off the ground. I don't know. I'm one of them people where I don't
least
like
he's
that.
cool with laying
and
down now.
listen, I'm in my goddamn 30s, but I'll tell you what, the ground's still lava.
There's coyotes down there.
I don't want nothing to do with that. Scorpions and
Listen,
shit down
You
there.
ever been fucked by a wolf pack?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, listen, I'm just gonna tell you this much.
Yeah, we can squeeze in all
My
four of us.
pigmentation does not allow me to go anywhere where I got to worry about getting attacked by coyotes. You
So is
feel
this
me?
weird? Still weird about taking his shoes off in front of us?
Yeah, I'm definitely not taking my shoes off.
Why not, bro?
He's not getting in that tent with us for sure.
Hell no.
No, you
but
definitely. And
he'll
we're
get in
going
there. I'll tell
and we're
you.
going in shade order, so you're in one end, I'm on the other.
Yo, everybody, I'm telling you right now, y'all all getting in my rooftop tent against your will. I'll stick you up there.
Hell yeah.
Telling you right now, bro. But I will tell you something. We are well past the hour, my friends.
That's fun. Let's keep going. One more. We can do one more.
Y'all want to keep going?
I'm here for a good time.
Yo, so listen, bro. We're gonna hit the smoke show for a second. Intermission. We about to take a quick intermission. Hang on, y'all. 1 second.
We're taking a quick intermission.
I don't know where this went.
Yeah.
That man far behind me.
Hi, Gucci.
Hey.
Just like that.
I can't hear myself. At least I can. Never mind.
Yeah, you can.
He's like, nah, I can't hear myself.
You guys don't even want to know what we just did in those
Yeah.
2
Turn my
seconds.
headphones up. Turn
So
it
this
up.
is
Is
what
there a
episode?
snare on
is
your
this?
headphones?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What is this? We on Masters
84.
of None, episode
84.
84.
Take us home, Jay.
Masters of None, episode 84. Special guest tonight, Seeker Does It. You can check him out on Instagram for any of your car video needs. Go and
you're-
check that shit out.
If you're an automotive enthusiast, whether you like street racing, grip racing, drifting, people swinging their cars, the street shutdowns, check them out on Instagram at Seeker Does It. S33ker DuzIt.
Yep.
So go and check that out. And again, you can check us out all platforms where you can get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, anywhere that you guys get your podcasts. You can check the audio version.
And go ahead, man. Anybody you want to shout out, anything you want to, I know we shout out your Instagram, but I know you got a YouTube channel. I know you work with a lot of other people. So let's show everybody some love.
No, of course, the YouTube channel is the same thing. Seeker Does It. No underscore. It's in my bio on Instagram too. So if you just follow me, you could just easily click on it. I'd like to shout out Team Nemesis. Those are the boys, mainly in the city. We got some guys out here, including Zach. Fun Size S's, Onesie, Banks, the white Charger and the black Charger. Awesome people. Just recently met them and hanging out with them a lot. Other camera guys, third gen recordings. Probably probably someone that I reach out to when I have any questions with any type. He's been doing it way longer than me, and he's been making car videos, music videos. So he's someone I can bounce ideas off of. We bounce ideas off each other. Also, Bad City Media, New Highway Boys. Awesome guys. And then Zach, Blue Mustang, awesome driver. You can go through my page, see his video. I tagged him. You can go through him. Onesie, White Charger, videos you see him. I tagged him. You can go follow him. Banks, Mr. Uppit, you can go follow him. That's really it. Like I said, there's so many. I could go on and on with people. I could just like,
listen,
these guys, this
that's
guy.
lit.
I
That's
go
a lot of
on.
love.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of love.
And like I'm leaving
Yeah.
people out. Like besides like the teams, but like the camera people and stuff like I could sit here for hours and just all the things that like people have been like, yeah, man, no problem. People pay me for things. So I didn't even ask for money. And
No, that's
just-
dope, man.
That's
awesome.
fire.
That's
And
love.
shout
man.
out to Twiz.
Shout
Yeah,
Coming
out.
bro.
through, handling all the scene switching, all the cameras. If you guys didn't see our lower thirds, it's fucking Twiz's fault.
Ah,
Nah,
All
I
right?
put.
If anybody
listen, I
if
hit
the
it up. I
swings-
don't know.
If the scene switching looked funny today, it's Twiz's fault.
don't do me.
Shout out to Twiz holding it down. Maybe he did a good job.
Yeah, he subbing
Maybe
me.
he didn't. We'll see
Yeah,
when I
just
fucking
add me.
rewatch it.
I'll tell you right
Just
now.
add me.
Shout out to Twiz, man. Twiz
Nah, shout
comes
out to
through and
Twiz.
Awesome.
Twiz comes through and holds us down.
Appreciate
Helps
y'all,
us
boys.
out and shit. And you the man, bro.
It would not. This is not easy. It's definitely not easy when it's just us two. So 100% thank you, Twiz. We really do appreciate you coming through.
Again, man. Thank you, Seeker. And this is Masters and None, episode 84. We about to be out.
That's it.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión. Wilson Manyoma.